It was revealed recently that Jerome Powell, chairman of the U.S. the Federal Reserve System, who was considered as a representative of the doves, has suddenly become a hawk, as he signaled that the interest rates on the U.S. dollar may rise in the near future. What does it mean by the hawks and the doves? The origin of the two terms. For the terms liberal and conservative in Korean politics, there are terms the hawks and the doves in the US. There is not any record that proves where the terms are originated from, but those who argued for the expansion of the war were allegedly called the hawks, and the moderate who wished to stop the war, resolving it peacefully, or only within a limited range, if they had to during the Vietnam War in the 1960s, was called the doves. Today, however, two terms are more rampantly used in economic policy rather than in politics and foreign policies. People call those who insist on austerity policies and hikes in interest rates to stabilize prices the hawk, and those who insist on quantitative easement and cuts on interest rates for economic growth the doves. Recently, the term the owls has also been coined to refer to those who take a neutral stance, unlike the hawks and doves. Differences in policies. Central banks should facilitate economic growth and price stability in a mid to long-term perspective. Yet, when it is difficult to achieve both goals at the same time, both parties crash. For the hawks, price stability and inflation suppression are the top priority of their own. They insist on austerity policies, reducing the total amount of currency issued, and raising interest rates to curb inflation. As higher interest rates increase the bank's interest rates, ordinary people would save more than spend through consumption, and business operators would not expand their businesses due to the increase in loans. As a result, economic growth slows down as money does not flow on the market, but the price level eventually stabilizes due to rising currency value. For the doves, economic growth, which is in other words, encouraging inflation, is a top priority. To reach the goal, they insist on quantitative easement, increasing the total amount of money issued, and rate cuts. When the interest rates are lowered, people would invest and consume more than savings, and businesses would try to expand their businesses, as the rates would go lower for loans. As a result, a lot of money will flow throughout the market, and economic growth will be more reachable. Therefore, prices will become unstable due to falling currency value.